Yahawah. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawahshi, Bahashem, Rakah, Kudash. Double honors goes out to the other apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this is Shabai from the GMS Denver camp, and just going in really quick on Isaiah 10 and 20, starting there. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, as such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahawah, the Holy One of Israel, in truth." All right, so this is talking about the remnant. We always tell you about the remnant, the 1/3 of Israel, because you have 2/3 of Israel who are going to be wicked, and they never repent, right? They don't believe the truth. They reject the prophets. They reject the knowledge. You know, they want to stay in the mindset and in the lies that they've been taught here in their captivity, especially here in Babylon, America, right? It's where the majority of the teachers are in. The majority of the teachers are in Babylon, America, the prophets. But we know that we're scattered among all the nations and countries, but the majority is here in Babylon. All right, and the 2/3 is just like that is here in Babylon. The majority of the 2/3 are in Babylon. So let me grab this precept here in Zechariah. This is basically what I call the 2/3 verse. This explains to you that it explains to you the 2/3 of our people that are not gonna pass through the fire. I'm talking about that nuclear fire. You're gonna be in that fire, and you're gonna be a living sacrifice. All right, let's read it. Zechariah 13 and 7. "Awake, O sword, against my shepherd." And the sword, we know that the blessing of the Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the sword. All right, so that's what this is talking about. What's that sword that's going to wake against you 2/3. You're going to die by the sword, which is the modern day sword is that waster, which is the nuclear missile. All right, you can read about the waster in Isaiah 54 and I think 17. But it says, "Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith Yahawah of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 1/3 shall be left therein." And this is talking about the remnant. This is talking about the 1/3. All right, the ones who are going to be saved, the ones who are going to be, receive salvation, the 1/3. But 2 parts, meaning 2/3, is going to be cut off and die. Verse 9, "And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and it will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people. And they shall say, Yahawah is my power, is my Lord. The Lord is my God." So you got to hear that. It tells you that the 2/3, they're not going to they're going to be perish. They're going to perish. They're going to be cut off and die. 2 parts of Israel, the 2/3. We always tell you. All right, 1/3 of Israel is going to believe this truth. And it says right here, a key thing that this verse says is, "They shall call on my name." All right, so you got to call on the true names. It's Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawahshi. I'm going to get a precept in Ecclesiasticus 17 and 10. It says, "And the elect," another name for the 1/3, for the remnant, "and the elect shall praise his holy name." So this is why all the people of Israel are not calling on the true names. You got people calling on God, Jesus, those are not the true names. Only the elect are calling on Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawahshi. You got men in Israel who think they're deep. They're calling him Yahweh, Yahuwah. They're calling Yahawahshi, Yeshua. They're calling Yahawah Yah. They're calling Yahawah Jehovah. You got all these different names, but we know through the Spirit there's only one name. There's only Yahawah is the Father, Yahawahshi is the Son. Okay. Let's get this precept real quick in Acts. Let's see. Acts 4:12. It says, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So you're going to have to know the name of Yahawah the Father and the name of Yahawahshi the Son. You can't call on any other names besides those two names, and it's the Father and the Son. They each have one name. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. All right, and I'm going to go into John, and this is 17:9. Wait, let me see. All right, let me see. 17:6, I think. Yeah. John 17:6. It says, "I have this manifest means shown." So Yahawahshi says, "I have manifested thy name," meaning I have shown thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world, and thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Okay? So Yahawahshi is telling you right here, he's given the name Yahawah to the elect, to the men. Starts out with his prophets, the servants, the prophets. Again, this verse is a staple in all my lessons lately. Amos 3:7. "Surely Yahawah the Most High will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets." All right, so Yahawahshi said in John 17:6 that he's shown the men that Yahawah gave him the name. Okay? And then we read in Sirach, aka Ecclesiasticus 17:10, we read that the elect shall praise his holy name. Which that word holy, it means separate. So it's saying, it tells you the elect shall praise his name, which is separate. It's separate from all the other names. There's no names. You have to know the names. If there's anything that the prophets can do, is to teach you the true names of the Father and the Son, which is Yahawah being the Father and Yahawahshi being the Son. All right? You want to sit here and say, oh, he has many names, or that's just a translation. It doesn't work that way. There's two names. There's one name for each entity. Yahawah, the Father, Yahawahshi, the Son. Okay, and that's it. And if you can't receive that, then guess what? It's okay. You're not of the elect. It's not that big a deal for the prophets who are teaching. We know, well, it is a big deal, but it's not. We're not going to lose sleep because you can't understand this simple thing that we're teaching you. You know, the Lord's having mercy on you by setting up his prophets, his teachers, and showing you and giving you the true names, giving you the names to call on when you're in need, right? When those missiles are coming, you better not be calling on no damn Jesus Christ. It's not going to save you. That's not going to help you one bit. If anything, it's going to condemn you more. All right? You got to understand that your enemy, your oppressor, gave you that name because it's not in his best interest to give you the true name. Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawahshi. They're not going to give you the true names. That's why they dance around the true names. They give you, they give you all kind of names, but Yeshua, when they know the name is Yahawahshi. And then you got Israelites who think they're deep and they go, oh, his name's Yeshua. No, man, you're not deep enough. You're not spiritual enough. The true men have been given the names. Yahawahshi said it in John 17:6. I'm going to read it again. He says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. All right? And Amos 3:7, I just read it. I'm going to read it again. It says, surely Yahawah will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. So right now, the name is a secret to the majority of these people. All right? And another word for secret is a mystery. Let me show you something. Let me see. Mystery. You look up the word mystery and similar or synonyms. One says puzzle, enigma, conundrum, riddle, secret. Okay? Those are all similar words to the word mystery. It says something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain. All right? And that's the definition of mystery. Let me grab secret. See what that says. The word secret definition is not known or seen or not meant to be known or seen by others. Oh, I like that one. A secret. So remember, yesterday's lesson goes hand in hand with this. I said yesterday that this truth is not for everybody. So even the name is not for everybody. It's okay. That's why I say it's okay if you don't receive it. It just shows that who you are. It just shows who you are not. And you're not of the elect if you can't receive the true names Yahawah the Father and Yahawahshi the Son. Let me read that again. It says a secret, not known or seen or not meant to be known or seen by others. So, and that's really what it is. That's at the end of the day, that's what it goes back to. So you're not meant to get the name. You're not meant to receive it, That's okay, because everybody has their lot. We're reading in Zechariah 13:8 that it shall come to pass that in all the land that saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So the 2/3, you're going to be cut off and die. And one of the reasons why you're going to be cut off and die is because you're not going to receive the true names of Yahawah, Bashem, Yahawashi. Okay? That's the foundation right there, is a name. When you meet someone, the first thing you know about them is their name. You see? I mean, that's the foundation. That's the beginning. That's the seed being planted. If you don't receive that nourishment, that seed doesn't receive nourishment, then it's not going to grow. And eventually it's just going to wither away, like we read yesterday. But the thing is only the elect are going to praise his holy name. It doesn't say in that precept I brought out. Let me go to get it again. Ecclesiastes 17:10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. The elect. And I'm reading this lesson in Isaiah chapter 10. And it starts out by talking about the remnant, which is another word for the elect. Let's see, verse 21. Isaiah 10:21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. And when they return, what are we going to be doing? Calling on the true name, the elect. Verse 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. See, so even though we're huge in number, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are not the minority. You're actually the majority. When you add up all the numbers of all the tribes, we're the sand. We outnumber the sand of the sea. But it doesn't say everybody is going to be returned, meaning repenting. Repent means return. It says, yeah, a remnant of them shall return. All right, so only the remnant, only the elect, only the 1/3 of Israel are going to hearken and hang on and hold on to those names. The rest of you are gonna, you're gonna reject the knowledge. You're gonna reject the name. You're gonna reject the prophets. You're gonna, you're not gonna use the true names. It's gonna remain a secret and a mystery to you. It's a stumbling block, And like we read, let me read this again. This definition for secret. It says in the Oxford Dictionary online. It says, secret, not known or seen, or not meant to be known or seen by others. So it's not meant for you. You see? Verse 23. For though thy people Israel... Okay, I read that. Salakia. I'm sorry, no. Verse 23. For thee, Yahawah, the Most High of Hosts, shall make a consumption even determined in the midst of all the land. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah, the power of hosts, O the Lord of hosts, O my people that dwellest in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt. All right, so nothing new under the sun. All right, first the Egyptians were oppressing us, then Assyrians were oppressing us, and now we have Edomites oppressing us. Well, this Edomite oppression had been happening since during the time of the Greeks and the Romans. Now as Americans, this is the oppressor. The modern day Assyrian, the modern day Egyptian is the modern day Edomite, the American. He calls himself an American, right? Verse 25. For yet a very little while, and the indignation shall cease, and mine anger in their destruction. And Yahawah of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him according to the slaughter of Midian at the rock of Oreb, and as the rod was upon the sea, so shall he lift it up after the manner of Egypt. Right? And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. Right, and so that's what's happening right now because of the chosen. We're coming out of our dead bodies. Those because you're dead to Yahawah when you don't know his name, or you don't receive his knowledge, you don't receive his true his prophets, you don't receive his understanding that he's given to his teachers. But if you're one of the elect, one of the remnant, a member of the remnant, a member of that 1/3 that's going to be tried in the fire, then guess what? You're part of that anointed. You're part of that elect, part of the remnant, part of the ones who are going to receive salvation, the Israelites who are going to receive salvation. Verse 28. He is come to Ayath, he is passed to Migron and Mishmash. He had laid up his carriages. They are gone over the passage, and they have taken up their lodging at Gibah. Ramah is afraid, Gibeah of Saul is fled. Lift up thy voice, O daughter of Galim, cause it to be heard unto Laish, O Por and Nathath. And that's what the prophets are doing. We're lifting up their voice. And these are just different regions, different locations where Israelites and the remnant would be found. And, now that it's fast forwarded to this time period, the Israelites are in all the nations, all the different cities and towns of the world. And we're lifting up the voice, calling that remnant, because the remnant is gonna repent. The remnant is going to call on the true names. Let me see. Let me read it, number 30, verse 32. It says, As yet shall he remain at Nob that day. He shall shake his hand against the mount of the daughter of Zion and the hill of Jerusalem. Behold, Yahawah of hosts shall lop the bow with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the haughty shall be humbled. And he shall cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. Right, and so who's the mighty right now? Right now, it's these Edomites. They're ruling over us. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So these Edomites are oppressors. They've given you the false names. That's a huge violation and a huge oppression. That the 2/3 you get stuck on that. You have celebrities who they all have all the money in the world, but yet they're still calling on false names. I saw a video of old Snoop Dogg, giving Jesus Christ a shout out today. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of our people who are not of the elect. Anyone who's calling on Jesus Christ in 2025 is not of the elect, man. The Lord has set up His servants, the prophets, to teach with knowledge and understanding. And if you haven't, you haven't dummied up. You haven't received those true names by now. Then you better start doing your research. You better start listening to the men of GMS on the YouTube. And you better stop and listen to the men of GMS at the camps. Come with a humble heart, and if you're of the elect, you will. You're gonna come with a humble heart, and you're gonna be more ready to listen than to speak, and you're gonna receive those true names. You look at us like we're these bad men, these bad people, trying to bully you, but in reality, the Lord sent His Spirit down to His prophets to teach the elect so that they can have salvation. All right, let's get 2 Ezra 6, and I'll close on that verse. It's around the 56th verse. Oh wait, 2 Ezra, maybe it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Okay, so this is during the crowning ceremony when Yahawahshi is crowning. He's putting crowns on the heads of the elect. He's putting crowns on the head of the teachers, the leadership, the men who are teaching the men who are teaching this. Well, yeah, I could even say this is the the Israelites are getting their crowns, right? The elect. It says in 2 Ezra 2:42, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahawah with songs. And this is the song we're praising Him with, the truth. We're singing that true song. And let me get this real quick, since I brought that up, since I read that. We'll go to Revelation 14:3. And they sung as if it were a new song before the throne and the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. All right, so that's that song that it's talking about here in Ezra 2 and where did I start? 42. All right, so it's the song is the Bible, the scriptures. We're singing that song, and we're singing it to our people, and we're singing the lyrics correctly, and we're also part of the lyrics being correct is having the name correct. Yahawah the Father, Yahawahshi the Son. All right, verse 43. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, that's Yahawahshi, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So Ezra saw this vision of these men being, this man who was taller, a foot taller than them, just much taller than all the other men, putting a crown on their heads, and that was Yahawahshi putting the crowns on his elect. Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? So Ezra asked the angel what the vision meant, who it was. He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Palms goes into victory, right? So we're putting off the mortal clothing right now, meaning this fleshly body. We're going to get our heavenly body, our celestial body. You could read about that in 1 Corinthians 15th chapter towards the end. It talks about how, we're changed in a twinkling of an eye. It says in 46, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he's asking, who's this? He was asking, who was that? Who was Yahawahshi? And in verse 47, it says, So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, which is Yahawahshi, whom they have confessed in the world. The elect confesses the true names. We give our report about Yahawahshi. We introduced the elect. The prophets introduced the elect to Yahawahshi. Right? Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahawah. So who's standing stiffly for the name? Now you can go to a Catholic church and you can say Yeshua, and they're not going to get mad at you. You can call him God, you can call him Yeshua, you can call him Jehovah. They won't care. They're not going to stand stiffly for the name. But when you come across the true men, we're gonna stand stiffly for those names. Just like I started out this lesson. Yahawah the Father, Yahawahshi the Son. There's no other names. All right? And if it's something you can't receive, then guess what? It's going to stay as a secret to you. And I'll read that secret definition again. It says, not known or seen or meant to be known by or seen by others. All right? So that's what it is. It's all about the true names. It's all about the elect. It's all about the remnant. All right? We're standing stiffly for the names of Yahawah and the name of the Son Yahawahshi. All right? And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and close out on that. I hope the lesson was edifying. And if you're able to receive those names, hey, you could be of the elect, all right? But it goes even further than that. It's not just about the names, but that's the starting point, all right? You got to receive the true names, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawahshi, all right? So with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawahshi. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.